Hello. Ah, I was looking at thing on the thing with the other things. Yeah. No, I was looking on the internet, and it was saying that it was never a dress on the woman on the bathroom door. It was a cape because women can be superheroes. And I thought, I understand why they want to update the women because women don't really wear dresses anymore. So and you can't really put them in pants because that'll confuse the men. Or you can do the Family Guy joke where you got was it Simpsons? It was one of them where they're in Scotland, and you had the men in the men's had the kilt and the women's had the dress, so you couldn't tell the difference. But so I understand that you don't want to dress, so you make it a cape apparently. But I thought, can't we just draw boobs on it? I mean, seriously, let's just draw a big pair of boobs on it. I understand men can have boobs. I mean, I have boobs. Men aren't supposed to have boobs, and I don't think women are going to stare at my boobs. Yet I am going to, you bring a woman here who has nice boobs, I am going to stare at her boobs. I will freely admit that I like staring at women's boobs. Even when it was blatantly inappropriate, like at church today when I was checking out a woman's breasts. I will freely admit that. It was inappropriate, but I was doing it. I was at a job interview a few weeks back, and I just kept checking out this interviewer's boobs. So let's just draw boobs. We can put them in pants, since most women wear pants, and we'll just draw boobs on the lady on the women's door. We'll just draw big honkers on her, and that's how we can tell the difference. Now, for women who have had breast cancer and have had their boobs removed, you can still use that restroom, but you have to go get fake boobs or something like a watermelon or a cantaloupe or something and duct tape it to your chest so you can go in there. That is the silliest thing I've ever said. And for those who watch these videos regularly, which is no one at all, realize that it's nowhere close to the silliest thing I've ever said. But then I was looking at something else online, because one thing leads to another. Most of the time they have nothing to do with one another. And it was about John Arbuckle. And for those who don't know who John Arbuckle is, he is the owner of Garfield and Odie. And for those who don't know who Garfield and Odie is, well, Garfield is an orange and black cat who hates Mondays, and Odie is the dog who licks him and gets kicked off the counter by him. And John Arbuckle owns them. And people are like, what is John Arbuckle like? How person-y is... It's like, what is he like as a person? A three-dimensional person in a three-dimensional world. And I'm like, he is a man in a cartoon strip. The star of which is a cat and a dog. Literally, this cartoon strip is called Garfield. It is starring Garfield. Its co-star is Odie, who is a dog. Its next co-star is Normal, who is a cat. Its next co-star is probably another dog. John is like fifth on the list of this. He is there just to signify that the world is not ran by animals who can somehow talk. So, literally, he doesn't need to be three-dimensional. He just needs to open the food cans. And that got me thinking, why does everything in this world have to have an explanation that is logical, that is three-dimensional, that fits in the logical three-dimensional world as we know it? It's like the theory that Pokemon, that Ash is in a coma and Pokemon is all in his head. Or the theory that Homer Simpson is in a coma and The Simpsons is all in his head. Or the theory that I'm in a coma and this is all in my head. There are a lot of coma theories for TV shows, by the way. Just about everyone is a coma theory. Oh, by the way, this is my Dengar. Dengar. That's my Dengar. Yeah, but there are coma theories to make these things rational. There are theories that this is in. There's the recess theory. For those who don't know what recess is, look it up. It was a cartoon. That everyone on recess is dead and they're ghosts and they're haunting a playground. This is a cartoon for children. We don't need to think that much into it. Seriously, have you watched the crap that's on nowadays? I just watched 2 episodes of Uncle Grandpa earlier tonight. I am pretty sure Uncle Grandpa is some sort of chaos god. I don't know why he does what he does, but I'm pretty sure he is a god of chaos. I don't know how Pizza Steve and Uncle Gus fit in here. If he just gave them immortality because he liked the cut of their jib. But he is a god of chaos. So we do not need to logically think about these things. And we do not need to, when it comes to a comic strip, and we have a can opener, which is pretty much this person's role, is he is the can opener, or in Garfield's case, the lasagna cooker, I guess. The lasagna cooker. We do not need to think about what he is in a 3-dimensional sense, in a 3-dimensional world, because he is a 2-dimensional character in a 2-dimensional world, where his job is to cook the lasagna so that Garfield and Odie don't eat each other. I don't know why we need to think about these things when we could create our own things. Like, I could go out and create... Tonight I created the gorilla tiger, which has the head and legs of a tiger and the body and arms of a gorilla. Why did I create this? I was doing heroin. That's what happens when you do heroin. So that's all I got to say. Instead of focusing on trying to create and make things that are illogical and for children logical, go create your own. And then, even if it's illogical, just go, fuck you, I created it, I don't care.